Hey everybody, it's Luke Gill with Fall Line Builders. We're back at our Garrison Colonial project by University of Richmond. We've hit a big milestone where we have passed all of our trade rough-in inspections, our framing inspection, insulation inspection. No real surprises there, but it does always feel good to get over that hump and start to get into finishes. So we wanted to take a minute to give you a quick tour of the house before all the sheetrock goes up so we can see one final time what's behind the walls. So on this house, we were limited with our depths. We have the old way of building, right, with this true masonry wall with these old furring strips gave us about 2 inches. And we wouldn't be able to get our normal R value with a bat. So we went with a closed cell foam on this, serving as a vapor barrier and as our insulation as well. Really tightens the house up. You can see we did the entire roof line as we go upstairs, encapsulated all that so that all of our mechanicals are in the conditioned space. So in this home, anywhere where you go, any closet you open, any access, any attic area, knee wall space you open, you are still going to be in the conditioned space. Unless you are physically outside the home, it should be about the same temperature. There's not going to be any 150-degree attic spaces or anything like that. If there's a space large enough for you to crawl in and put a bin of Christmas decorations, that's going to be the same temperature as it is in your living room, which is a really nice feature. We've also, you can't tell from the visuals here, but the sound all of a sudden coming in here, if there's someone at the other end of the house, it's really almost impossible to hear. And that's because we went and put rock wool in all the interior walls and under all the bedroom ceilings, bathroom ceilings. So prime example of our rock wool sound insulation. It's also a great draft stop, and it's fireproof. Termites, anything can't get into it. So it's a great product. Right here, you can't see through here, but this is the den underneath. And then behind this wall is one of the bedrooms. So we've got potentially 3 different activities. We've got someone, baby maybe taking a nap here. We've got a party going on here. We've got someone else in the family trying to have a quiet moment in the den or office downstairs. And we're able to really separate those spaces. So while we want flow with our floor plan, we do want to be able to, be in one side of the house and not be listening to the TV that's 3 rooms away. Something new that we're trying on this project in the kitchen here, we really want to focus on the custom cabinetry that we have here. I know it's hard to visualize, but this is going to be the showstopper wall behind me in a couple weeks. And so as part of that, we want the cabinets and the appliances, the hardware to shine, and we want everything else that has to be here, task lighting, we want that to disappear and kind of blend in. Everybody is trying to advocate for the finished project, and you're trying to alleviate any potential problems that might come through. And so from one perspective, we don't want a ton of lighting in here that's visible or obtrusive. But from a function standpoint, we don't want to be in this beautiful kitchen and not be able to see when we're working. So there was a lot of back and forth, and ultimately we all kind of landed on these trimless cans as the best way for the design of this house, for these to just blend in and disappear, but also have the option of adding a lot more light, task lighting, to the future cooks that are going to be in here. I'm getting itchy here for you, but this wall, we had an old cast iron stack, and all the plumbing got changed out. So we've got this PVC stack, which is great, but I went ahead and threw this wall out just so we could get sound insulation all the way around this. Anytime you have a plumbing stack like that, you want to take care to make sure that you wrap it in something just to deaden that sound. You don't want to hear toilet flushing while you're trying to entertain guests. So again, probably 95% of houses in America that there's zero insulation, and that stack is just in there, bouncing around. So little detail, again, this is cheap money, but when you're having your holiday party and it's the things that you don't hear, like you expect to never hear plumbing or hear your mechanicals or feel your house, vibrating or shaking. But unfortunately, most houses do. For folks who are wondering, this is the part where our old porch was. As you can see, we still have to secure our Advantech subfloor, but we left these bays open where we put the sleepers down and insulated that with closed cell foam as well. But the reason why on this, which is an exterior wall, why we have the rock wool, anywhere where we had a 2x4, or in this case it was a 2x6 cavity, we did a flash of the closed cell foam as our vapor barrier, and then went back with the rock wool on top. So we're going to get an R15 in here on top of that 2 inches of closed cell. So that's why we have the variation in the colors and the materials right here. Right here we've got a pipe here for radon, which is important. We put provisions to have an outlet at each location in the attic where that pipe, just before the pipe goes through the ceiling. And then we can add in, splice in a Fantech radon fan if we need active mitigation. When we go to test this after we've sealed everything up, if the levels are too high, then we put those fans in to mitigate any potential hazard. So we've got the ceilings going up, and then they'll start hanging these rooms. And then we've got our brand new Bosch heat pump, high efficiency, and you can see that the unit and all the ductwork is within the conditioned space. So when you open up these doors here, there's no creepy attic. This is the same consistent temperature all the way across. On the other side, it's wide open. All your Christmas decorations, everything is gonna hang out in there. We're gonna get hardwood floors down, and finish the sheetrock up here, and yeah, this will be a nice little room.